Well, you can cause trauma. The thing is, when do you start? When they're babies, when they're toddlers? When do you stop when they turn around and say it didn't hurt? I mean, the whole thing is if you do it in anger as well, you can keep on escalating it. And I do work with families that struggle with discipline. There are loads of other things that you can do instead. I used to be a deputy head and class teacher for 20-odd years, and with my own children, I just had to give Will a look, you know. That's enough. But you have to, you know, they have to know the rules and they have to know the consequences. And children are either motivated towards something like a sticker or a story, or away from. So, going to take away your iPad, you're not going to have a story, or you're not going to do this, or whatever it is. So once you've cracked which way they're motivated, you don't have to smack them to discipline them.
Peter, you don't have children.
I don't.
But
yet.
if you did, you would smack them.
If I did, I would like the freedom, the legal freedom, to do that if I felt it was necessary as a last resort, and if it was done in moderation. I think that's absolutely my right. I'm not a fan of big government. I think the state should be as small as possible, and I certainly don't think it should be impinging on my right as a parent to raise the child how I see fit.
What do you think about people who think that smacking is effectively hitting, which is effectively an assault, something you would be prosecuted for if you did it to another adult, but not if you do it to a child?
Well, I mean, I think it's completely different circumstances, you know...
Well, yes, because the child is much smaller and more vulnerable.
Well, and that's precisely why occasionally it's reasonable to chastise a child, because often they are too young to reason and be receptive to articulated debate. So you need to almost intervene on a basic level, which is going to, you know, which is also going to alert them, wake them up.
To teach them?
Not hurt them, almost surprise them and really instill a boundary.
I mean, I used to get the odd smack when I was young. I always thoroughly deserved it. Never did me any harm at all.
I've heard that argument.
Piers, I'm sure you probably sort of deserve it now occasionally.
I probably do. I'm sure Susanna is ready to administer my punishment.
I would never do that, but it has happened on air. You received a smack.
I've been clubbed a few times over the years. I think there's a difference between a smack and somebody actually trying to assault a child. There is a difference.
But yes, but also, as when I was teaching, you have children playing in the playground, and if one child hits another child, you call that aggressive behaviour. If an adult hits another adult, you call that assault. But a parent hits a child, and you call that discipline. There's loads of other things that you can do. The easy button, when they do it right, they want to reward
the what button?
The easy button. So if you do something that they, you know, brush their teeth...
That was easy.
Eat your broccoli...
That was easy.
So you're rewarding positive psychology. Children do want to please you.
My sons would have responded very well to the
Well,
easy
it's
button.
about positive psychology as opposed to smacking and hitting a child that can traumatise them.
They'd have gone, I'm taking all the sweets again. That was easy.
Yeah,
I'm going to go and beat up my brother. That was easy.
The viewers are on your side. They don't...
Clever viewers.
They think France has done the wrong thing. Smacking children should not be banned. It is, presumably, 67% are saying that it shouldn't be banned, presumably, because they agree with you that it's a form... I think lots of people who do smack their children don't do it because they think it's a great idea.
Yes.
They do it because it's probably, as you say, a last resort.
Yeah, and I always say, you know, it's all about discipline. So it's, you know, it's OK to do it if it's in the best interests of the child and if it's not driven by a parent losing patience or getting frustrated.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I can very occasionally, I've smacked my boys when they've been absolutely insanely badly behaved, but I've never enjoyed it. But I have done it occasionally.
And does it work? Do they stop the behaviour?
Well, it did actually work.
What did they learn from it? What did they learn from it?
In setting a boundary and a barrier about that absolutely is way beyond the line, and any normal warnings have failed. The thing is, though, I couldn't do it to my daughter. I could not smack my daughter.
And what did you say the threshold was when someone's insanely annoying?
Yeah.
Both of you, thank you very much indeed.
Are you going to smack me then?